Hello Cancer, what's up? Welcome to my channel, Tarot by the Intuitive Teacup. We're going to do your April monthly tarot reading, so messages on love and romance and relationships, as well as money, career, finances, whatever wants to come out, I will read. This is going to be a general reading for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Anyone's welcome to this reading. I just ask you come in with an open heart, an open mind, a desire to learn something to better yourself, all those good things. And of course, if the messages that come through don't resonate with you, Cancer, feel free to push them aside. They might not be your message. Use your own discretion and discernment. And also give them time to resonate. You may choose to revisit these readings at a later date. Sometimes tarot messages will make more sense in the future. You are accountable and responsible for all your own actions and decisions. This is optional advice or guidance, of course. So let's get you some helpful, insightful messages roughly for the month of April. Let's do it for my Cancer babes. Cancer babes, what does the tarot want to tell Cancer? All right. Something from your past is rewarding. It's rewarding you now in the future and allowing you to help close out a cycle of some kind. I don't even know what that means, but I just felt like I channeled that right out. Something from your past is I don't know if it's showing back up in your life, but you're able to look back and it's like you feel like you conquered it. And it doesn't necessarily have to be something bad. It could have been something like, a darker thing, something we, quote unquote say, an inner demon. You may feel like you finally conquered that thing, that addiction, that, whatever, bad spending habits. It's like you have control over it now. You're wrapping up some sort of cycle. It might not be something you struggled with, but I don't know. The Ten of Swords says to me, you're glad to get rid of it. It could be some of you were very nostalgic or holding on to something in your past that in fact was weighing you down. And perhaps your commitment to something from the past you didn't realize was actually what was getting in your way of achieving major success. So in that sense, it's like you're very happy to release it. You're very happy to put it down because it's like you've stepped into your power. There's some sort of newfound freedom, new confidence. At bare minimum for all my Cancers out there, even if that initially doesn't sound, like it's resonating, what are you committing yourself to? And what about it is tied up in the past or almost like an archaic way of doing it, something that's maybe outdated or it's just not... Don't get me wrong, I'm sentimental and nostalgic with the best of them, but especially if this is career related, it's like it's something you are tied up in. It's like a thing of the past. It's not how it's done anymore. And because it's coming up in your reading with let's wrap that up because it's going to help build your success. Yeah, some of you, it's like you need to kind of take inventory of where maybe you are too conservative, and obviously I don't necessarily mean politically, right? But too conservative or too shy from exploring, I will say this, what is out of your comfort zone. Very much Four of Cups energy. Four of Cups can be kind of moody, it can be complacent, it can be apathy. And I'm going to say it, Cancer, y'all know if you're not new to my channel, I have a lot of Cancer in my chart. Sometimes this can just be laziness too. Like I could learn and study and go out there and, train with the best of them, or I could just keep doing what I'm doing and I'm going to keep getting the results I get, right? I will say this, and I'm not here to offend anybody. You guys know I love you. Something here gets shaken up in a way where you're like, oh my, almost the idea of I should have done this sooner because I'm seeing the success or the reward of it. And it's so much better. Why was I holding on to that method or, that process for as long as I had? I'm not necessarily sure it's a way of thinking because I don't have any swords here. I think it's something either you're physically doing, an action, something you're building, but you're building it in a way that I don't know, it's pulling at your heartstrings. You have a very close connection to that person. Maybe it's a Taurus or an Aries. But yeah, I don't know, it's outdated or it needs to be updated. It needs to be brought into the 20th century or however you want to say. I don't know. There's just something. There's something about getting too caught up in the past. Anyway, I'm repeating myself. It's because I feel like I'm not giving you the correct words, but I more or less I think you guys get what I'm saying. So let's get you a little bit more. I'm not sure what this has to do with romantically. What do you guys think? I see a Leo coming through. Did you feel like a Leo fed you to the sharks? A Leo forced you or coerced you into something and you feel like they gave you bad advice? Again, that might be career related. It could be a friend or something, or I don't know. I don't know why I'm getting that, but it's like you took the advice of a Leo or took a chance on a Leo and it felt like you got burned or led astray. That's just for some of you. Let's see. So I will say this. The whole thing of you're doing it the old way. Some of you really enjoy the old way, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, I do just want to reiterate, there's something about doing it the old way. You're actually making it harder on yourself with the 10 of Wands. The thing is, there is achievement and success here. There is the idea of, popularity or the wedding march, a lot of eyes on you here. But is it burdensome? Are you still enjoying it, or is it becoming taxing? Maybe some of you enjoyed it to a certain extent and now you're kind of like, I feel like I reached my peak and maybe I'm ready to close it out. So, some of you might be retiring. That's possible. I feel like I just heard a bunch of people like, nope, that's not me. Okay. Are you retiring or closing out some sort of cycle of a certain type of work or a certain type of career or a certain position, a certain role? Are you looking to expand your territory? Are you looking to, again, take risks and kind of venture off into some unknown territory? Again, I see that paying off. A lot of fire energy, right? We're in Aries season, and for anybody who's a cardinal sign, right? So Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, and Aries is the other. It can be a bit of an uncomfortable energy, but we have to remember that squaring or that tension, it actually is a huge motivator. It initiates action, so it's absolutely crucial. It's absolutely essential to feel that sort of, simmering a little bit. But then it's like, okay, well, what are we going to do now? So I know some of you are kind of like, oh, this is so uncomfortable, I just want it to end. This is leading to something beautiful. So keep following your hunches. Listen to that intuition. And again, be brave. Don't be afraid to, try things you've never done before, because that brings success in some manner, even if it's just building up of confidence. If you don't succeed, try again. That's a big theme here for sure. What are we wrapping up here? Some of you are going to get into business with your sibling, and it's going to be a lot of work. There might be arguments about money. Ooh, and then, money doesn't look great if you're looking to invest with either family or siblings right now. I just think there's differing opinions on where money should be going. And maybe, if you're already married, that may have to do with like a husband and wife scenario. Someone who you would consider quote unquote family, not necessarily friendship. I think you guys have a good idea, but it's something about the money isn't quite there yet, or there's like a differing of opinion in money. I don't love the 5 of coins. It could also indicate too, if you're looking to take some sort of financial risk right now and you are in some sort of partnership where there's 2 sources of income, one of them might be strained in the coming month or 2. So it's a good time to really start analyzing where you're putting your money, where you're allocating your money. Again, this makes sense. This isn't going to be forever, guys, right? Energy changes and moves. In Aries season, there might be a little bit of confrontation about money or arguments about money. It could even be with a boss figure or someone who holds a higher position over you. Money looks I don't like the 5 of coins anyway. And when we put it with the 7 of coins, it's like, wait a minute, what are we really doing here? So I think it's good in that people are starting to assess where money is going, but it might be too little too late. So again, for those, if that makes sense to you, be really cognizant of what you're spending your money in, and are you being too sentimental? Are you spending money out of an emotional place of, do you know what I mean? And maybe you're buying gifts for your friends or for your husband or your wife or your sweetheart or your family, but it's like, can we actually afford to do that right now? That's a wonderful gesture, but not if it's putting you at odds in survival mode of money. I almost see this too as we have to wrap it up with the Impulsive spending, that's a really big word in Aries season, not just for my Cancer gang, but for everybody. There can be some impulsiveness. So think things through, right? Again, no sword energy. Are we bringing it to the brain? Are we bringing it to kind of the mental realm? Are we thinking things through? Is it a good idea? Some of you, it's like you're passionate about something, but you don't see it panning out as a career for you. And so you keep taking kind of dead-end jobs that don't bring you happiness, but they're also not super lucrative. So what is this kind of like joy, this nostalgia, this, I don't, in that sense, I almost feel like, hold on, Ace of Coins. Yeah, that's money in the hand. Some of you are going to go back to a job or a career or a position you used to enjoy, or again, it might be revitalized. There might be a new opportunity to do something you used to enjoy years ago. So I hope you understand how that's a different message. It's for some of you, there was like outdated technology that it's like you were crunching the numbers by hand. And I think the universe is like, come on, like catch up. Like we got tools that will do that for us now. And for some of you, it's just because it's going to make it easier so you can put your time and energy into other things. Others of you used to enjoy something in the past. And for some of you, it's, no offense, Cancer. Some of you, it's like you got too big for your britches. You got some sort of ego about it, but that ended up in some sort of situation where it was too much and you didn't enjoy it. And so you quit. Or I don't know if these are connected, but there is something about cycling back to go do something you used to do or to work with somebody you used to work with. I don't know why I'm getting this thing about the sibling, but I caution you with the sibling, especially like a Leo. There's tension with a Leo this month. I don't know if I know any Leos. Actually, that's not true. I know a few. Let's see. The wish fulfillment. Yeah, there's a little bit of ego coming into this or superficiality. I see that a little bit. There could be a opportunity with an Aquarius, someone you used to work with, a friend, a sibling, that might be okay. But I don't know. Someone's like wearing a mask though. There's a little bit of, I don't know if it's deception or miscommunication, but it's like these two people aren't on the same page. Could they get there eventually? Yes, of course. But there's some sort of like hidden surprise, especially to do with money or payments. Yeah, make sure you're not being used. Make sure that you're getting what's due to you and what's fair. Reread the contract. I see you guys kind of skipping over a contract. And an ending. Yeah, so I don't know. I think that's going to transform into something else. I think for a lot of you, this opportunity is a stepping stone, but it's not the one, because there might be an ending put to it. Because there's like a battle of the wills or battle of ego or differing opinions. I see it very much as like fixed energy, very stubborn, very my way or the highway. And I mean, so here's the thing, Cancer, you can be the person who bends, but for some of you, I understand why, because you feel like you're not being valued. Some of you feel like your arm is being twisted to do something and you're like, to be honest, I actually see a lot of you standing up for yourself, which I do like. But I guess I would say don't get too caught up in like I can't leave this because then what about, I won't have a job or whatever. It's like to a certain extent, you have to have faith that if this isn't the right one, something about this is navigating you to something better. But yeah, it might not be lasting. There might be some sort of connection, a position, and it doesn't have to be like life-changing things. This might not be a whole new job. This could just be you get put on a project team or you spending your time doing this little side hustle or helping a friend out with their business. Whatever it is, it's like there's a moment of glory, but then it's a lot more work than you anticipate. And again, the money isn't great. I'm not saying it's not there, but I'm saying either it's there and it goes out the door very quickly. Maybe there's unexpected financial issues or repairs or something you have to put your money towards that you weren't expecting, your car, your house, something like that. Or it's like it was negotiated for a certain amount, but it actually is less than. I definitely see that happening. So here's the thing. For a lot of you, it's newish. It's an Ace of Coins. I think there's another Ace of Coins under this. I think there's something else that comes of this, but I see kind of a collaboration of people where there's, almost like fake friends or a superficialness, or again, the idea of someone not putting their cards on the table. Like there's more to be discovered here, but I also see, it's funny, Scorpio got this too. There might be strong competition for this as well, and sort of cutthroat. Yeah, and I don't mean to be such a buzzkill. I don't love that storyline. Let's talk a little bit more about this, and then we will talk about love. This just seemed to be more career to me, but maybe this will make sense to some of you in terms of your relationship, especially if you're already married. That might make more sense in like a married relationship. But anyway, all right. You need to commit to yourself and what you love and what you're passionate about. Some of you, teaching is going to play a very important role in your life. Even if you're not a teacher right now, some of you are it's like you're tempted to go pursue that degree or to up your skills, your education, do online courses, go back to school, whatever it is. What's stopping you? Some of you are going to start to take action on that. Aries season. Tell me more. Some of you get like, again, I don't mean to be a buzzkill, but something about like cosmetics or beauty products, beauty industry, almost like Mary Kay, or I don't know, nail polish, hairspray, eyeliner, something very specific about like, I don't want to say superficial because that's not, what's a better way of phrasing it? Ultimately, what I'm trying to get at, something to enhance one's beauty. That's, it could be a costume designer or whatever. There's a weird deal there. There's like again, it's like this him against her or she against she, however you want to say it. I don't know why this is coming through. It's very blurry to me, but it has something to do with like artificial enhancements or appearance. Some of you may feel like you're getting pressured into changing your own physical appearance to meet someone else's standards again in the workplace. Again, I don't love that energy. Some of you get swindled on like, oh yeah, buy all these products and then sell them yourself and you'll get commission and ba. You're going to end up with a lot of shit that doesn't sell. Almost like a pyramid scheme. I see that for some of you. Very interesting. Anyway. And I don't do fear-based readings, but like word to the wise. If you're on the fence about it and you're like, oh, but what if it doesn't work out? With these cards, I would maybe think about it another few weeks. Just trust your gut, trust your instincts. But yeah, if you're already kind of feeling like, ooh, this could go bad if, X, Y, and Z. I don't love the money cards. I'm just going to say it, Cancer. I don't love the money cards this month. I think there's opportunities, but I think they're gonna branch you out in another direction. So you have to be patient and be careful with your money this month, right? Ace of Wands. Some of you are going to sing. Some of you, it's like, I don't know why it's coming through, but I guess because of money. Something to do with like lights or lighting or buying lighting fixtures or working with that or unexpected repairs because of broken, I don't know, it's like someone's redoing all the light fixtures in their house, or I have no idea what that is, you guys. Something about like photography, lighting, or I don't know. I don't know what that is. Candles. Some of you may open your own candle business or candle shop, or I don't know. I don't know what that is. Spotlight, stunner, entertainment careers. Again, the idea of like beauty and dress up and all that. I'm not saying all of that's going to go astray. In fact, that seems to be twice now a consistent theme in your reading about sort of, again, makeup, hair, costumes. And I know there's some guys out there watching and you're like, makeup, what? Just you wait and see. This might apply to you in some capacity. I just don't know how. Yeah, there's something about like a stunner, like putting on a show, supermodel, entertainment industry type stuff, being on camera, being asked to stand in for someone or to model their dress or to be a hand model. There's something about like performance through very Venus type things, beauty, money, sexuality, things of that sort. Some of you need to put more money into your advertisement. Some of you are going to put more money into, again, like facial cosmetic type stuff. For some of you, it could just be like regular surgery, but it's like enhancement surgery. And I don't really know why that's coming through, but just make sure it's coming from a place of you wanting to do it versus like peer pressure. I don't love that idea of doing something out of fear. Like, well, I don't want to look old or I don't want to look this. If you want it, that's your business, but it should come from your decision and no one else. Yeah, some of you are going to score like a modeling contract or something similar. is this? Commit to what's in your heart. There's been an opportunity circling around you for a long time, and it's like you're aware of it. It's like you can almost taste it. You can smell it. You can envision what it would be. I don't know why you're not doing it. Because if you're watching this, you know, and this is resonating, you know exactly what this is. It's coming from a place of fear. What if I take that risk and I fail? What if I say that thing or do that thing or apply for that job and I don't get it? Cancer, what if you do? Queen of Wands, Ace of Wands, and Six of Wands. Are you kidding me? That's incredible energy. And it's Aries season, right? Aries season energy. If you're a Cancer rising, Aries in theory rules your 10th house, which is about your public life, your public recognition, your public career, your life out in the world versus, you know, Libra energy for my Cancer risings anyway. That's your private world. That's what goes on in your home behind closed doors. You know, Aries season is launching you into the public, right? You have Six of Wands twice. So that's going to be important for you. Put your best foot forward. You don't have a lot of sword energy. And something about that, I don't know why, but it's saying to me like, be good to your word or be true to your word, because you are receiving a lot of spotlight and attention right now at work or publicly for some reason. So again, think things through. Try not to act too impulsively, but do take risks. Commit to the powers of your intuition and investing more time in your spirituality and your body, right? Your body is your temple. Your body is like I'm almost getting like a messenger this month, Cancer. It's trying to inform you and guide you if you are in a tough spot, especially financially. So water yourself, right? If you want to bloom and blossom, you got to water yourself. Literally drink a lot of water. You know, spend time in salt baths or whatever it is to connect to that watery energy inside you. Again, education and schooling is really big here. Some of you may become professors or teachers. You may offer online courses. Yeah, I see you coaching or mentoring people. Some of you, okay, we're going to transition into relationships. Some of you are dating a Taurus that they're all about you. They're all about that Cancerian, but you seem to be putting an end to it. Some of you are married to someone, but you see them as a bit of a player, and so you're just kind of like, ugh. It's like you're swimming in circles. It feels like you've had the same argument or fight over and over and over again. Some of you are dating a Sagittarius that's very two-faced. Somebody says something and then goes and does something different, or they're a different person depending on who they're with. I see that being a conversation or an argument, a discussion in a relationship. You have a lot of fire energy here. You have Sagittarius and Aries coming through. I don't love the Ten of Swords, but this might be a different storyline. It's possible. I see someone working really hard to impress you, but you're not into it. It's like someone wants a commitment with you, but I'll be honest, like this Knight of Cups, you know, we don't love this Knight of Cups. And typically, you know, Knight of Cups is a great card, but I don't know, in this deck, I have to read off the energy, and this person tries too hard, but you're just not into it. But again, there might be like some kind of trickster energy. Like, you know, this person tells you what you want to hear, but like, again, coming up here, it's like they wear masks. Like, it's not, they lack authenticity. And so some of you are just not about that. You're not willing to commit to them. And there might be an ending of a marriage or an ending with a Taurus. The Sagittarius, if there is a Sagittarius involved, especially a female Sagittarius, it's like they're swimming in circles. They don't know what they want. It's like they're trying to keep their options open and not commit to one. It's like I think, especially in the dating arena, it's like they're waiting to see what pans out with the other people, but they're very uncertain. And again, there's almost like a two-faced, like, I don't know. Just be careful of trickster energy this month. Again, Aries season, things are going to challenge you, but it's a good thing because it's going to help motivate you to get out there and find the right connection or the right person. I do think for some of you, you have an Aries who has your back. I do see that. But there's temptation there. What is that about? The temptation with the Sagittarius. That might be on your end, though. I don't know what's that. The Nine of Cups. So, okay, you may be questioning what your Nine of Cups is, or in normal language, what your ultimate wish fulfillment is. It's sort of like the idea you had in your head. This may force you to reassess what your happily ever after looks like. And there's nothing wrong with that. I think because in theory, hold on. Perfect. I was going to say, do I have coins here? If it's real and tangible, if it's earth energy and it's in front of you and it's teamwork, someone who wants to build with you, that's better than just assessing what the dream is, the nostalgia of what used to be or the future of what could be versus what is. Some of you, again, you're just analyzing it and considering where you're willing to make adjustments or negotiations or balance. I don't know if those are the right words, but I see you assessing what your wish fulfillment is. And I'm not telling you to change your standards of criteria or anything like that. It just comes down to being respected. But some of you have a change of mind or a change of heart. All right, let's pull another few. All right, what else? We'll do this deck. All right, so love, romance, relationships. I do see there's a fire sign who wants to work with you, but they might be in the process of getting rid of third parties or scaling down their choices. There might be a fire sign who's sort of dating around and seeing what's up. All right, for Cancer. I do see Ace of Cups. I just saw Gemini. There's your King of... Oh, interesting. All right, King of Wands, Queen of Swords. Don't love that these people aren't looking at each other. Why do I feel like you're monkey in the middle? I think this has to do with your friends group. You may have friends who are like kind of quarreling or fighting, and you may have to be like the mediator, the negotiator. Yeah, again, a common theme, a fire sign who doesn't know what decision to make or isn't willing to invest in one. It's like they want to keep their options open. And again, that could be, a husband type energy or wife, I suppose. Fire kind of energy that it's like they're just indecisive. And it doesn't have to be romantically. It might be that they're deciding between jobs or there's important things and they're not willing to make the decision yet. And the Queen of Swords wants action and movement. She's like, make the decision. Do it now, right? Yeah, and I think the longer this person delays their decision, she's starting to have trust issues. I will say her mind tends to be thinking more pessimistically or negatively or not trusting this person. And I don't know if that's warranted. I'm not sure. Cancer, if you have strong like fire or air in your chart, so Aries, Leo, Sag, or Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, you might be one of these players here. But yeah, this person's ready to go. Like they want an answer, and the longer this person delays it, they're just like, what are you even doing with your life? They don't trust this person, who I think is probably this one here. Or again, this kind of trickster energy. Somebody says one thing but does another. They say they're going to commit, but then they don't. Yeah, this person is having some sort of internal battle or internal struggle, and they're just not ready. So you can choose to wait on this person, but you're going to be waiting a long time. I don't like that energy. Shit or get off the pot. What's going on between them? This could also represent people's jobs too. This person might actually work in, this is very specific, but what do you call it? Like a social worker who's dealing with people who are maybe struggling in life, we'll just put it that way, with money, with, legal issues, trying to give sound counsel and advice and guidance of, do it this way and you will succeed or you will soar. And like this, they are just not taking their advice. This person is like exhausted from dealing with morons. I sort of get that. And this person may be quite athletic. This person may play on athletic teams. It's funny though, because in a weird way, they're also kind of a mediator too. And ironically, both these people are tremendous thinkers and speakers and negotiators, but they don't seem to be willing to do it with each other. Yeah, so here's the thing. This is either letting go of all the baggage and bullshit between them and truly hitting reset and starting anew, or it's the ending of something, energies that just aren't compatible. And I will say, with the Fool card coming through, it feels like liberation. It's like I'm away from this person and all the things that happen, and it feels incredible. So some of you are just going to put an ending to something. Again, whether it's fire and air, whoever these people represent. For most of you, again, they're not even facing each other. To me, that says this is like a stuck situation, and they're both out of it mentally, but again, physically they might still be together. So this could be like packing up your shit and leaving. And the thing is, I think you're on board with it. I think you're kind of done trying to salvage this, because every effort to communicate, it's met with a lot of like, oh yeah, we'll talk about it later. Not into it. All right, let's give you one more, Cancer, and then we'll wrap it up. What am I doing? Oh my God, it's so long. All right, our Cancer. Any positive messages in love, romance, relationships? Another Cancer might be coming into your life. They're like a teddy bear. They like to cuddle. Some of you are going to spend money on car repairs or getting a new car or a mode of transportation. For some of you, it might be kind of unusual. You may try like a moped or a motorcycle, or you might be buying like a camper for some sort of, summer exploration or journey. I'm getting some like unusual means of transportation. All right, there's someone welcoming you in, but they might be guarded. Let's see, what's this about? All right, for some of you, there's a Libra here. Something about Disney movies. I don't know what that's about. I don't even have my Disney deck here. Some of you are really focused on your emotional stability right now, and you might be testing the waters dating, and you don't feel like you're in a good place to do it. I don't know if that's true. That's just how some of you are thinking. It's like you're trying to hide your emotions because you don't want to mess it up with the other Cancer or the Libra. It feels like it's like you're trying to hide a part of yourself, Cancer, and I don't really like that. I think it's great to want to practice emotional intelligence. I totally applaud and support you in that. But the right person will navigate those waters with you, right? For some of you, it's like there's this illusion of, oh, I have it all together and I'm completely chill and cool, but for some of you, it's like, you have some heavy stuff going on in the background, or you just know you're an emotional person. And for some of you, it feels like that's been sort of the demise of your past relationships. And the thing is, I'm actually going to counteract that. I think this person is coming in, and in a sense, it's going to be a breath of fresh air, because they're going to embrace you, emotions and all. You don't have to be this ice queen who doesn't emote anything, right? If anything, that's not what you're supposed to do in this life. So own your emotions, but like I would say to any sign, work to practice emotional intelligence. Everybody pops off a little bit here and there, right? But that doesn't mean it's going to be your story forever. And the more you learn about your emotions and your triggers, you're going to grow up and mature and understand where you can kind of sense, oh, I might be overreacting, or the opposite is, oh, I need to express this, or else it's going to sort of bubble up to the surface if I suppress it. So healthy expression of emotion is good. Someone with a dog, or dogs plural. You may end up dating someone with a dog. Possibly a Capricorn is coming in. I feel like a Capricorn may present in your life out of nowhere. It's like they just come right in unexpectedly, and they got eyes for you. They're interested, definitely. Or Capricorn or Aquarius cusper, something kind of unique. Someone who's very free. Free with their body, free with their expression, free with their, I don't know, they walk around naked a lot. I don't know. There's a lot of passion. All right. Oh my gosh, you have big cards here. Again with the Libra. Yeah, so again, common theme, just make sure that you are engaging with people who you feel like you're on the same page with, pun intended with the Page of Swords. If you're just in it for dating and meeting people and going out and having fun, that's great. But if you are getting into a relationship and you're like, I want marriage, I want to move in together, I want this, maybe temper that conversation for, a good time when you think it will be well received. But again, ultimately the same thing. You don't have to shield or hide what it is that you truly want. You just have to be more discriminating in the suitors you allow into your life, because some people just aren't looking for that. Some people are bored or dissatisfied with the idea of traditional relationships. And for some of you, you may come to find out that that's true about you. Some of you may have thought you wanted, the house and the husband and the kid and the car and whatever. And again, nothing wrong with that, right? Very traditional Capricorn energy. Some of you may start to realize, that's actually not that important to me. I just want to come home and, be with someone I'm interested in and go out and have fun adventures together. Over time, that may grow into some sort of long-term contract, but I wouldn't expect it out the gate. So be open about what it is that you're desiring in a relationship. Like, don't perform on your dating app profiles of who you think these people want you to be. Like, own who you are, own your absolute truth, and express that, right? How soon you choose to engage in those conversations about long-term stuff is up to you. I would say, moderation, balance, sprinkle a few gems here and there. But for some of you, you're having a pattern with connecting people who, they can talk, but they're just, do you see, again, they're not facing each other. They're not looking in the same direction. So there might be some short-lived romance here. And again, the sooner that you come to embrace your inner truth and express yourself, no holds bar, and just own your individuality and who you are and what you want, it's like the romantic prospects start riding in, and they're much bigger. They're much better opportunities for you. Do you know what you want, Cancer? That's a big message here. All right. Shall I leave you with an Indigo Angel card? I did this for everyone else. Wrapping it up for Cancer. Guys, remember to like the video if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends. Word of mouth is really key to help my channel keep growing, so I would appreciate that. All right. What card for Cancer? Does anything want to come up for Cancer? Whoop, that came flying out. It almost lit on fire. Look at that. You are safe. Riding on a unicorn. Yeah, the huge theme about owning your individuality, what makes you unique, different, bizarre, right? All those things to other people, but if it's your truth, just own it. I love that. I'm going to read from the book because I just have been doing that. I kind of like it. All right, this says, you are safe. When you see this card, it is a reminder that you are completely protected in this situation. Although you may feel vulnerable, the angels want you to know that allowing yourself to become preoccupied with your fears only serves to reinforce them. Very important. Your sensitive indigo body and energy are magnets. Although it's easy to absorb and hold on to other people's energy, the angels want to work with you as a team to clear and shield your body, your home, and your world at large. All right, guys, that's what I got for you for the month of April. Like, share, subscribe, and I will see you very soon on YouTube for more tarot. Thanks, guys. Bye.